This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the
Alrighty.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Oh.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, no. Okay,
All of his co-workers were gone.
Holy
What
lag.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Trophy earned, you can't jump.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Absolutely.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley's but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Fuck you. I'm doing my own thing. The end is never the end is the never the end is never the end is never the end is loading never.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
This fucking
No,
guy.
no.
This fucking guy.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Whatever you say, narrator.
No, 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 no,
Oh.
no, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
My eyes are closed.
Okay. We just have to get back to
Hi, hello,
my
hypocrisy.
God. It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely
Where am I?
unusable.
I'm 427, right?
Rather
So I'm like
than
down
waste
there.
my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far
Yeah, I'm
off
right
track.
there.
Okay.
Okay,
From the
narrator.
top.
Hello, hypocrisy. How's your day going? Can I interact with my computer? What if I just don't leave? Can I just stay in here forever? Is that the actual time? 12:04 is 20. Right? No, that's not the actual time. I'm good, thanks. You? I'm exhausted and stressed, but this game is making it slightly better. It's a fun time. I'm only 7 minutes in and I've gotten a lot of laughs. I refuse to believe there's not something here for just sitting and staying here. What if I just set my controller down, give it no inputs? So, you come here often? Okay, if it doesn't do something in like the next minute, I'm just gonna walk out. I feel like this is the type of game to do something like that though. Hypno in chat and it didn't tell me? What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What
Stanley
could it
decided
mean?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
4B3.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
Wait, there's
no,
more
I
doors.
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted. The game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago.
What did
I
you...
know for sure that it's here somewhere.
There's more doors
Okay,
now.
then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Let's go this way. Wow, what? Didn't even wait for me to play. This isn't... Even if you did play like side by side, there's multiple choices you can make. And I'm almost certain we wouldn't have made the same choices. It's not like it's super liminal where
I'll say
it's a linear
this
story.
is the worst adventure I've ever been. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I don't know,
Well,
narrator.
I
You
find it
tell me.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh my god. Obviously, my brain is wrinklier.
All
Okay.
of his co-workers were gone.
So we restarted the game again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is it just gonna get worse and worse every time we go to that room? Now there's no doors in here!
Okay, yeah, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh, yeah?
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha!
What?
I knew we
What?
had
It's
something.
different.
The story. Here it comes.
Oh no.
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, this is fucking with my head.
Now this-
What?
To
Where?
be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but
My
I
head.
believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Would you know what?
Yes.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thanks.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
So are we gonna
I don't
restart the
care
game
what
again?
might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Trademark.
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Oh, okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to
Yes.
put it another way, is the story
It's
of
on
no
the wall.
destination still a story? Simply by the act
It's
of
just getting
moving
worse as
forward,
time goes
are we
on.
implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Are we gonna go to employee number 1?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten
Oh
the
yes,
mood.
please put on music. This is not what I was expecting. Da, 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 da. This is
Cut the
brilliant.
music. Go back
Oh.
and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the
Bruh.
story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't
Okay.
want to miss anything.
I'm gonna count all the leaves and all the branches. There's I'm not fucking get away from me. Oh,
Wait,
we're back
what?
here.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no.
Oh.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, what's gonna happen now? Curious.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
This direction? This direction.
Now, yes, This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
This is messing
What
with
do
my
you
head
want
again.
our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
How does one do this?
Oh no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
It's trademarked.
Ah, a choice.
Ooh.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds.
The narrator's saying words and I'm not processing a single thing.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me
17. That's an actual timer.
Giant ending? And we're
Deviate
supposed to
from maintenance
restart
room,
again,
end up in monitor room, narrator restarts the game, discover the
times?
room.
That's really how all this goes?
End up in another building, narrator restarts the game, adventure
determined?
line, Nazis philosophy.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Find the confusion
Well,
ending schedule,
am I
narrator
just supposed
restarts
to
the game.
forget?
Narrator
What
forgets
if I
about the
don't want
previous
to forget?
restarts. Stanley attempts to
My
play the
mind
story
goes
but is
blank
prevented,
simply
unable to
because
go
it's
anywhere or do
written here
anything. The
on
game
this-
restarts on
this
its own. Find the
thing.
line again, begin following the line, find it.
Well,
Make up a
you
story.
consulted me.
There's no longer an office.
Why don't I get to
Wander.
decide?
Find a bookstore.
Why don't I get a say
The
in
narrator
all
is
of
gone.
this?
After a
Is
long
it
time,
really-
Stanley dies. What the
No, it
fuck?
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
It was
I
an
won't
accurate timer,
restart
too.
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone
He's gonna
come first?
restart the game again.
Will something happen? So,
Because we're
okay.
stuck here. He's gonna restart the game again.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh! That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck was that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Awaiting input. Input received. So are there more computers that are awaiting input?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
Do I want to
he
go
entered
with
the
him
door
this
on his
time?
left.
According to the confusion ending, if I try to progress the story as normal, I'll be unable to. So let's do that then, I guess.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
To do,
boss's
synergize
office,
core values.
hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with the coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure everything is okay. Make sure your slide has slick blue graphic in the header and throw in some bevel on the text. What is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Stripes requires more work. The stock market is in there somewhere. What do people want? Things, happy feelings. You're fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. That's funny. Broom closet! Can I go in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Teabagging on the narrator.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, leave me alone, narrator.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Are you sure about that?
To mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, my friends are gonna love when I talk about the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he
Bruh!
was. Not all with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? Why are you just insulting me now?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to
Am I
the
dead?
closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical
No.
malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
What the fuck?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
It's not a computer, it's a
Fallen
TV.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct
another human to take their
understand
place.
basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No, I'm staying in here. I refuse to believe that's it. So, chat. Look at this broom. Look at how high resolution this broom is. Or look at that duct tape. And that nasty ass mop bucket. Why the fuck is the outside of the mop bucket so dirty? Is that it? Does he really have nothing else to say after that? What if I...
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Plus there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. The fish,
A fungus!
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, what if I leave? Go back in. Is that it? Do you have nothing more to say, narrator? Okay, guess I'll continue. I'm easily amused. Okay, whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm going downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Oh, this is
his
repeating.
boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
This is repeating.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
This room is repeating.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting
Yeah.
to be simply repeating.
Yes, they are.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
5th annual sub-responsive.
And he thought to himself,
I can't.
Wake up soon.
It's too small.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
What?
Why was he remaining so lucid?
What is
And
going
then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
It's so meta.
Describing me,
It's like a dream within a dream type thing.
He thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Alright.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part
Why is there toilet paper? Oh no, it's tape.
Surely, if he could just...
Looks like toilet paper.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside.
I can still hear the doors closing behind me.
Let me wake up, he thought.
It's not a dream.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Back where I was.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me
That
up.
music
My name is
startled me.
Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
Oh no, it's
tell me
everything's
I'm
going
real.
red.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
This is what happens when you don't listen to the narrator.
Everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Oh, he's dead. Is
He
that
was
Stanley?
obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be
What the
normal.
fuck?
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay then. Okay, we're back in here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Check
could it
all the
mean?
computers.
Stanley decided to go to the
We're
meeting
looking
room.
for that
Perhaps
awaiting
he had
input
simply
still.
missed a memo.
Waiting input. Input received. So there's 5 of them, it looks like.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
You
entered
know what?
the door on his left.
Let's do what he says this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided, oh no, 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 I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Is there a crosshair I can turn on? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to just pick one. Time. Extreme bathrooms. Can't see myself in the mirror. Ooh, computer. Not awaiting input. Ooh, what is over here? No! The panda. Do we want to go up or down? I'll do down this time. The narrator's fucking humming. I love that. I expected something to happen. Is nothing gonna happen? No, okay. What if I go back in the elevator? And then press up this time? He said Stanley. Okay, whatever. He's talking to me. He said to step forward. Okay, get me out of here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Yeah.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth
Sounds like an
that his
interact with
boss had
something
been
here.
keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What if I try and be comedic?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. This is all in an office building, by the way? Dude, I can't see shit. Okay, elevator down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It's the
This
Illuminati.
question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight
Mind
ahead through the
control.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But escape. We'll get that later. I want to do what he says this time. Wait,
The
this
lights
is the
rose
room.
on an enormous
So that's where
room
the first
packed with
ending took
television
place.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh! I want to jump down there, but I want to see what he has to say. We got a lot to try next time. We got to find all the waiting inputs. We got to try escape. We got to go all the way through the right path, going against what he says.
Now the monitors jumped
And then we got to jump off of that thing.
Each bore the number
Maybe that's
of
a
an
bug.
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives
I can't
of so
walk on
many
any of these other
individuals
chairs.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Yeah, where am I? 427. Does it show my actual office? I'm assuming it would. Yeah.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Alrighty. Whoa,
No.
lag.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Okay.
Here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad
control
or
status
content,
offline.
walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
Facility
of his
power.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Mind
For
control,
he
idle.
would dismantle the
Awaiting
controls
input.
once and for all.
I can turn it on? No, I'm doing what he says. Can't see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
What
He
the
had
fuck?
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone
It's so
tell him where to
beautiful.
go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will
It's a
be
bridge.
his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
cussing.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm happy. Well, Stanley's happy. Trophy earned. Beat the game. Okay. There's a lot to try. There's a few things I want to try. So let's do the escape route thing now. Actually, we can try and do the mind control on now. Also gotta check the computers
All of
for
his
the awaiting
co-workers
input.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We could also jump off of that like bugged area I found. Gotta check all the computers. There's a lot to do. Left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person.
Alright, speed run into the end.
In a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
No!
go to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let me in! This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Let me in the broom closet. I'm upset.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's
2845,
office,
right?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming music.
Calming new age music. That's funny.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. That's not good noise on my ears. Alrighty. I don't know which one I'm gonna do next. I guess we can try and turn the mind control facility on now. Guess I can try that. You know?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control.
I'll go through the
Facility.
escape after this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
Yeah, I feel like that's a
hold?
bug.
Stanley
I feel
thought
like
to
this is an
himself.
unintended
Did he have
feature.
the strength to find out?
I feel like that is indeed an unintended feature.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
I have to like
in the building,
struggle to
Stanley's co-workers.
427's like
The
right
lives
there.
of so many individuals reduced to
Center of my
images on
screen.
a screen. And
Right
Stanley,
there.
one of them, eternally
It's me.
monitored in this place where freedom
Yeah.
meant nothing.
My freedom meant nothing. That one's broken.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to
Okay.
believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yes, it is.
Had
Hurry
he
up,
truly
get to the point.
spent his entire
I wanna-
life utterly blind to the
I
world?
want to get
Here
to
was the
it.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh four
happy
oh
or
one
sad
42
or content.
0001.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
5.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
So are there different
exert its
numbers?
terrible power over
5
another
is
human
there.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
2 1 So 5 is by the door. 2, 1. I can't go up there. But it looks like there's another number up there if it matches the thing. So 5, 2, 1, 3. So that's probably 4. Unless it's 6 and there's a 4 somewhere else.
And when at last he found the source
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is
I'm
that
sorry.
what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley,
Loading mind control
I applaud
systems.
your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to
Do I have to type in that code?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this
Oh my god. Nose.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
It can be like 5 minutes?
2 minutes.
Oh no.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's
Oh,
your
no.
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this
Green?
is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we
Green?
have so little time left to enjoy
Down
it.
arrow, green?
Mere moments until the bomb
Down arrow,
goes
green.
off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Green?
You're gonna die anyway.
Green.
I'll tell you exactly
Green.
what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Green.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly.
What?
and then
I don't
die
understand.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Green.
I have to say this, though.
I'm pressing the
This
green
version of
button.
events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
Fail-safe
wrested away from
disabled.
you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To
1,
hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
2.
time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
What if I do 3
Time doesn't
next?
grow
So
on trees.
3.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
I'm
have no
fucking
idea where
panicking.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes!
Did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was
4.
capable of turning it off?
Okay, we gotta get to 5.
Running from button to button,
Shut up,
screen
Poppy.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save
5.
you. Why would you think that, Stanley?
What if I just turn it off
Video
again?
game can be beaten, won, solved. Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Oh no.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Incorrect.
It's a tragedy.
2 purple.
You wanted to
Fuck.
control this world.
Red.
Fine. But I'm going to
Incorrect.
destroy it first.
Goodbye,
So
employee
you
427. No!
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a
Enable
big
backup
boom,
power
then
to activate.
no ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Oh
Make
my
it
god.
or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Oh, God.
From the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh! way! Already then.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He couldn't recall.
Oh God.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wonder if there's a way to stop that detonation sequence.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That poor panda.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
This game is great.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Hello? Thank you.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm dying.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't know how I'm gonna set the detonation thing like not off. Maybe that
This
door
mind control facility, it was too
that I
horrible
went to
believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That light is very bright.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
So, I think
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
maybe we
or
can get this
content.
door open.
Walking,
Follow this
eating,
cable.
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over.
Because I heard that door
human
close
life,
when we walked over
for
here.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Nope, I'm turning them back on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Okay, let's
After
go
they
to
kept
that
you
door.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control
Back to
of the
that door.
machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
Back to that door.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this
yellow
means.
4.
I barely know where to
Do I have to
start.
press the yellow like closest to 4?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Yellow.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
I
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This events has been rather amusing.
So there's a blue by number 3. Is that what you want me to press?
The control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh my god.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Maybe I have to put 3 first.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
3.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Blue.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on?
10.
I mean, look at you.
Variable not accessed.
Button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
I don't know.
Anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this is?
Red.
Do you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Over and over.
Because I'm stupid. I'm gonna look up if there is a way to beat this. Is there a way? There's no way to stop the bomb. Okay.
For all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died.
I wonder if you can open the door in the countdown.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me.
I want to know if you can open this door.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's no reason to do that again then. Let's get one more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
wrong.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Everything is backwards? Or am I just... is my brain being weird? Actually, let's look for the last computer.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I don't remember seeing any computers there. So, I think it might be this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This computer? No.
Here's the door, just go.
I need one more computer, right? Did I miss one? Begin the game again. Stanley's computer. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Can I turn all the buttons off? Can I turn all the buttons off? No, they turn back on after an amount of time. Huh. Well. Do I just restart the game then? Is there nothing else to do here? Push buttons. Push they're saying? Push buttons? Is that it? Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna call it there. Thank you everyone for hanging out. It was a fun time. I'm gonna go probably pass out, honestly. Hope you have a good day, and I'll hope to see you in streams again soon.